Hey folks, welcome to episode 2 of From the DMs, my series where I take questions from viewers through the direct messages on my social media platforms. This guy has a serious problem with chronic gout. He's had it for a long time and now it's creating some problems for him. Check this out. This guy reached out to me through the direct message on TikTok. Let's see what his story is. Hello, Doc. Need some advice. I have had gout for almost 15 years. I get gout on my toe and my ankle. I'm taking allopurinol. I was on 300 milligrams, now 600 milligrams. However, when I don't have gout, I go out for a walk or drive in a manual car and randomly start getting pains in my ankle. Why is that? Thank you. Gout is very common. It's one of the most painful conditions known to man. I've even had women who have had childbirth tell me that they'd rather have another baby than have gout. Yeah, it can be that bad. Gout is the result of a condition called hyperuricemia. Hyperuricemia occurs when there's too much uric acid in the bloodstream. Uric acid is a byproduct of metabolism. It's essentially a waste. And we filter it out through the kidneys and get rid of it by. Hyperuricemia occurs due to one of two pathways. Either the body makes too much of it, what we call an overproducer, or the kidneys don't get rid of enough of it, what we call an underexcretor. Either way, all this excess uric acid floats around in the bloodstream, and if it settles into the joints of the feet and the ankle, it can cause microcrystals. These microscopic crystals cause a severe inflammatory reaction, getting the redness and the swelling and the intense pain that we see in gout. This is an illustration of a normal big toe joint. After many years of gout and having flare after flare after flare, a buildup of what we call tophi can occur in the joint itself. This is a pasty type of substance that's white in color and can cause severe pain. Go to this video to see me removing this gout paste from another patient. Here's an illustration of that same big toe joint and a gout patient with what we call Tophaceous gout, that buildup of that white pasty material that causes severe pain. You can see it's built up here in the joint, leading to a lot of swelling in the big toe joint, and of course, the redness that is associated with. So what does all this mean for our friend in my DMs? Let's review real quick. First, he's had the condition for 15 years. That is a mighty long time to have had gout, a very painful inflammatory condition. His doctor has him on allopurinol, a medication used to help control that uric acid level in the bloodstream. However, there must have been a time where it wasn't working very well because I had to be doubled from 300 milligrams to 600 milligrams. Perhaps now it's in better control because the writer stated that there's not as many flare-ups. However, he is having pain doing routine things like walking and driving, even a manual transmission, or especially a manual transmission, since you have to use both feet often. Now, what could be happening for our friend is that having had gout for so long, he has a buildup of tophaceous gout, or tophi crystals in the joints, causing this pain when he moves about. Also, what could be happening that we sometimes see with gout, especially chronic gout, is an erosion of bone. That erosion of bone in the joints can cause that bone on bone type of activity that we see in other forms of arthritis. So when you're doing your normal everyday activities and you start having pain in the ankle and in the rest of the foot, that could be the problem as well. The first way to determine if that is the case is to get x-rays of the ankles and the feet. So my friends, if you're having this issue with gout, it's not going to go away by itself. You got to see a doctor. You got to see a primary doctor, a podiatrist, rheumatologist, someone who can get this squared away for you. Get that uric acid, number one, under control. A podiatrist can help you with the biomechanical issues such as orthotics and braces to help you with the everyday walking, that everyday activity that you'll need. So, thank you very much, my friends, for paying attention to this very common issue. Gout can be controlled. It doesn't have to be a painful existence for the rest of your life. See a doctor as soon as you can. Thanks again for sharing this with us. And my friends, again, if you have an issue, either yourself or a friend of yours, or there's somebody or something that you've seen on the internet and you want my opinion on it, send it to me through my DMs. Slide up into my DMs. I'm on all the social media platforms at BC Foot Doctor. But most importantly, take care of your feet.